Yeah. Yeah. In your house with O'Con. Hey, O'Con in your house. Hollywood in your house. Hypocrisy's head in the clouds. Curating all kind of loud. Wrestling in front of the crowds. Paragon's holding it down. Anybody can get it. Josh Joseph standing on his decisions. He is the voice. There is no choice. We is them boys in your house making wrestling noise. Moving fast just like cruiserweight action. In your house is the perfect distraction. Pumpers in your ears when you in traction. Get this work with some wrestling action. Whoa. What is up, guys? What is cracking? It's the Con Man, and I am in your house. And you guys already know the vibes. Anytime we slide on through, we're here to give you that work when it comes to this professional wrestling business. And guys, don't adjust your phone or your computer screen or whatever you may be checking us out on. We are here and we are back for another Sunday house party. That's right, ladies and gentlemen, the Sunday house party is back. Man, it really wasn't gone that long. This is like a Roman Reigns return. Like, we were gone for like what, 3 freaking weeks, and now we're back. Like, hey, it is what it is. Happy to be back. Always happy to be able to talk some wrestling. And I gotta tell you guys out there in the household, it was a perfect week to do it because we had Saturday Night Main Event. We're gonna talk about that and a whole lot more. But first, let me bring on my guys here who join me every week. And one of them, he talks his thing on Fridays. He did some on Saturday as well, so we appreciate him for that. And he's our blue-eyed villain. That's the Grunmeister. What is up, man?
Yo, what is up? SmackDown has been a little bit uninteresting these last couple weeks on. But you know what? Yeah. We were talking, I think it's just because it's nearing the holiday season. Not everyone's focused on wrestling. People are focused on the holidays.
Yeah, I that's a good thought. We're going to expand on that as we move forward in this episode. And before we do that, I got to bring on my guy. He produces each and every episode here on In Your House. He does this thing on Mondays with Window Liquors, and on Thursdays we get together and have a blast with the ECW Watch Along series. He's the educator of Extreme. That's the voice, Josh Joseph. What is up, brother, man?
How goes it, house? How goes it, Grun? How goes it, household? You know what? Let's just start it off with a little Dr. Phil moment.
Hey, how many fingers am I holding up? 1? Congrats. Won yourself a Chewy.
There you go. So, you know what? I want to just start it off fresh. Just let the world know how I'm living.
Hey, listen, man, it's just like we watch every Thursday, man. It's that FTW type vibe. Fuck the world, man. Our guy Taz. And sometimes you just got to let him know. Fuck you. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes you just got to let them know. But you know what? The haters, fuck y'all. But the people who love us and embrace what we do here in Your House, that's why we do exactly what we do, because we give you guys the work and we're going to give you another great episode. And we are smashing that like, man. What are we doing this week? Listen, I am kind of feeling we're going to hit a Canadian destroyer on that smash and hitting that like button right now. Smash it, get it done, just like my man is saying. Nick, we appreciate you jumping in. But listen, all right, guys, all right. We had Saturday Night Main Event, and I told you guys, we were talking in the group chat a few weeks ago, because the reason that we're back is because, you know, if I'm okay with being real with the household out here and pulling the curtain back. I'm not no better than them. We the same. I got a job too. And you guys know what it's like when your job screws you around. Well, my job's been screwing me around. So guess what? I have different days off, but that gave me the ability and the opportunity, because I'm somebody who tries to find the positive in situations, to be like, you know what? This is a great opportunity for the Sunday house party to come back. I always enjoy coming here early on a Sunday and talking with my guys, talking some wrestling. I did miss that aspect. Nothing against Tuesdays. Tuesdays were great. The Tuesday hot tag was a fun little project for a little bit. But man, I am most definitely loving the Sunday house party vibe being back. So great to have it. But once again, like I said, good opportunity because we had Saturday night's main event and voice. You know just as well as I do that I went into this Saturday night main event with a whole lot of skepticism because Saturday night main event has not had the most glowing of reputations here in 2025.
No, you're 100%. And I wouldn't say this was an extraordinary PLE or anything like that,
Yeah,
or
no,
a
no.
Saturday night main event, but it did what it was supposed to do. It was actually a digestible Saturday night main event.
Oh yeah.
There was some things that I was hoping for somebody to come out, something to happen, but it didn't happen.
Yeah.
We did have some title changes. We did have an announcement from Cena. So,
Yeah.
you know, for what it needed to be, they hit the mark. But again, this is one that everybody gets to view. So really they could have put a couple tigers out there in leotards and people would have been watching because this was the most accessible one to get without
Yeah.
having to go and get a new fucking app and all this bullshit.
100%. No, you're so right. You're so right. And when I think about this Saturday night main event as a whole, because we are gonna take some time and break it down, I like what you said there about how it was digestible. I like the touch that every match was a championship match, made it feel a little bit bigger. I'm with you though, like. I feel like this was maybe one surprise return or maybe one big storyline start or one heel turn away from being a possible 9 out of 10 event because it wasn't bad. It just, like you said, it was steady, it was digestible, but it didn't blow me out of the water. It didn't blow my mind or anything like that. So, I guess I want to ask Grunmeister, and then we'll take some time, a little bit of time to break down each match as we will. Um, Grun, what was your thoughts overall about this Saturday night main event?
Overall, thought the match, the shows, I thought it was gonna be about Cody and Drew. No,
Mm-hmm.
it ended up being about Punk. And like one thing that I keep on seeing online is Punk needs to stop wanting to be in the world title picture and start doing what he should be doing and what I believe Cena's doing with this tournament, putting over a young star.
Yeah.
Because Jay is close to 40, if not over 40. He, Seth Rollins is pushing 40.
Mm-hmm.
He, like and we know that if the ultimate match is Breaker beating Punk,
Mm-hmm.
they ain't doing that till Mania, because if they let Breaker anywhere close to the title now, every fan's gonna be like, oh, Breaker's breaking CM Punk. He's ending his career in that match because Punk can barely wrestle. And I'm not saying that he's not still great, but you can see that his body has definitely
Yeah.
taken the toll, and it's what we expect at some point.
Yeah. No, that's more than fair because, I was listening to Chris Van Vliet the other day and somebody asked him a really interesting question. So interesting that that's the reason why I'm bringing it here right now. And what's been the story of 2025? I think a lot of people would say, if you guys feel something different, that's fine. But most predominantly, I think people would say that the biggest wrestling storyline of 2025 is the John Cena retirement tour. What most people would say, I believe. But what's going to be the big focal point in 2026? And I liked CVV's answer, and I agree with it. I think the big focal point, this big story in 2026 is going to be who's the next big thing? Who's the next guy that's going to break through? Who's the next big star? Because as you so eloquently pointed out, Grun, Roman Reigns is at the end of his legs. Seth Rollins is having issues with staying healthy, and he's getting later into his career. John Cena is retiring. AJ Styles is retiring. There's rumors of possibly Shinsuke Nakamura that's out there. Samoa Joe is another guy whose name is coming. We're seeing right in front of our eyes, so don't just sleep this moment away. And I'm not just telling you guys, I'm telling y'all in the household that we're seeing an entire of generation of amazing talent knocking on the door of retirement in one way or another. You understand what I'm saying? So, for that being said, and as much as these guys are great and legends and everything, like CM Punk, I think his time is coming too, if I didn't already mention him. Like, but the business keeps going. And if the business is going to thrive and be healthy, we got to have new stars. This is one of the biggest problems with WWE in like 2008, 2009, when they were just relying on Randy Orton, who had already been super established at that point, John Cena, who had already been super established at that point, Undertaker, who's way established at that point, and there was like no youth movement at all. It was just the same guys, and that was one of the reasons that I got taken out of WWE back in that time and was like, all right, I'm done with this, but I'm not done with wrestling. You know what I'm saying? So that's when I found Ring of Honor. That's when I found New Japan and blah, 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 and yada, yada, yada. Went down that rabbit hole. But you got to have new stars. And I think that the big focal point in 2026 is going to be who's the next guy? What's the next big crop of talent that is going to make Monday Night Raw and Friday Night SmackDown a must watch like many have had before. Yeah, many moments that have been had before that. We got to have those guys, and I think it needs to be more clear going into the new year.
Yeah, I agree with you on that. I think we also need a batch of wrestlers and not people who are seeking to get their name famous. I think we get a lot of that in these lower circuits. I'm not saying that every indie star is out there not putting in the work, but there are some out there who are just putting their name out there so they can get to the next level. And
Well,
it's not
well,
usually wrestling that the
yeah,
level
well,
that
look
they're
at the
looking
Next in
for.
Line program. You know what I'm saying? Like, the Next in Line program seemingly is a great idea. I don't hate the Next in Line program, but what is the downside of the Next in Line program is that you're gonna have people that's gonna be coming in who don't know nothing about wrestling or don't truly care about wrestling, and like, hey, this is a lane. This is
Yeah.
just a way for me to. That's why you have people. That's why you have NXT talent saying like, hey, I felt like I was worth this money and you wasn't giving me that money. And I'm like, you don't know your worth if you think that you're worth this amount of money already, but you don't know your worth because you don't understand how wrestling works.
Yeah.
You just wanted a lane. You wanted
Yeah.
to make your name famous. You wanted to do something that, oh well, nobody else is doing this, so let me try making my name in this. And if you embrace it, like Maxine Dupree, like if you embrace it, or somebody like Bianca Belair who embraced it, who is not coming from a wrestling background, then we will accept you and we will love you. We don't care that you never didn't watch the Attitude Era. You know what I'm saying? You're good right now, and you respect the business right now. You know what I'm saying? But there's too many people out there that's like that can't even tell you. That can't even tell you a wrist lock from from an ankle lock. They can't tell you that.
Yeah.
So, and too many people are trying to get in on the business that just want to, like you said, make a name for themselves.
We've talked about this specific group of the NIL program that came into WWE. 3 wrestlers out of 8, 10 stayed and are currently still in WWE.
Mm-hmm.
2 of which that are on the main roster. One that's in NXT finally get figuring out who he is.
Mm-hmm.
And there's no reason why any 3 of these guys or girl should have the success they have. Tiffany Stratton, Solo Sikoa, Brooks Jensen. There's no
Yeah.
reason they should, if they like Stephanie Stratton, not from a wrestling family, not
At
from a
all.
wrestling town, not a wrestler. Did not become a wrestling fan till her teenage years, at the very
Right.
least. So there's her. She got excited about Charlotte Flair. Like, okay, that's great that you like Charlotte Flair. Charlotte Flair is a great role model. Solo Sikoa comes from a wrestling family,
Mm-hmm.
and he basically, it was gonna be like, dude, if you either succeed or you don't,
Yeah.
because there is no middle ground with the Samoans.
There really isn't. Like, they're so deeply ingrained in the business
Yeah.
that, like, when I see somebody in the Samoan family that's not a wrestler, I'm like, what happened? You know what I'm saying? Like, and I don't mean that to be
Nah.
disrespectful, but like they're so predominant in the business. You know what I'm
Oh yeah.
saying?
Yeah, and then Brooks Jensen, his dad was B2, 2B.
Bull
B
Buchanan. Yes.
Bull
Yes.
Buchanan,
Right to censor. Right to censor. Yes. Yes.
and he was John Cena's muscle for a minute.
Yep. I remember that.
And now Brooks Jensen, he says he wants to be in this tournament. He wants to. It's like, that's what we need to see. We need to see people that want to be in the industry and grow in the industry, tell stories in the industry.
Yeah.
I wouldn't
Yeah.
be mad if Brooks Jensen ended up being John Cena's final opponent because of the history there.
See, and that's what I like about what they talked about with that tournament when they did it, because there were some people online, and you're never gonna make everybody happy. You know, like, oh well, a non-title tournament is crazy. Like, dude, like, come on, like, I get it, but like, let's take it like this. Even if you don't like Cena, I just want to make this apparent to you. Whoever wins this tournament, even I mean, no matter if they pin Cena or not, which if it's Cena, he's gonna say, "I'm gonna want them to beat me." Just being in the match, you won, bro. You
Yeah.
won. Period. Exclamation point. I got nothing. That's it. Period on that sentence. If you are John Cena's last opponent, you won no matter what, because the shine you're going to get from that moment is going to be insane.
True.
Insane. We don't, and you know what? We're throwing away the whole, oh, well, maybe Edge could come and do this. And maybe, there was even some people out there that saying, hey, maybe it could be Kurt Angle. That's not a chance. Not a chance. I would love to see Kurt Angle there. I would love to see Kurt Angle in attendance, to see him give that moment, because he even referenced it in the video package, which I love the video package, by the way. I really did. He said, I want to give somebody that same opportunity that somebody gave me. And they hearkened to the Kurt Angle moment. And that made me realize that this tournament is about finding the next guy.
Yeah.
Period. This
And
is who is going to be the next guy. I'm sorry. Go ahead, voice. Go. Go. Yeah.
no, I was just gonna say, and as much as we get on about the wrestlers becoming like having to be a fan and having to love it and having to just fall in love with the business to be great, I do think the fans need to start accepting that not everything's going to be a home run.
Yeah.
I think in this day and age, the audience needs to fucking mellow out too, and just enjoy the product, because for the next few years, there's going to be some trials and there's going to be some errors. There's going to be
Yep.
some home runs and some fantastic moments. But
Yep.
the more that we are accepting of what story they're trying to tell, the more likely we're going to have another Rock, another Austin, another Cena, another whomever you want to place in there, because then they know, and I hate to use this word, but then the wrestler feels like that's their safe place to
Yeah.
create. And
For sure.
when we allow the artist to create, we get magnificent fucking pieces.
You're right. You're right. I think one of the things that is really, to me, and maybe you guys will see it too once I bring it to your attention. One of the problems I think WWE is having is that they rode the bloodline storyline until the absolute wheels fell off, until
Yeah.
you just couldn't, like, and here's the thing, like, they were able to develop talents in the meantime, in between time, because it doesn't matter, like, if the rest of the card wasn't great, they had the Bloodline storyline to fall back on that had people coming back for more for damn near 4 straight years.
True.
4 years. Like they found a way to keep it interesting. Now there's not that cushion anymore. And now we're in a time where we're like, oh shit. A lot of our main guys that we've been making, making money off of and pushing into that forefront, they can't stay healthy. They're getting up there in age. They're ready to move on to the next chapter of their career. We need to figure out what's next. And the
Yeah.
rug got pulled. The rug got pulled from underneath them because they did not develop quick enough to make that next major star. And these guys started leaving the business in like the quickness, like AJ, Cena. You know what I'm saying? Maybe
The mass
Shinsuke.
exodus.
It's a
But here's the thing, though. This is what excites me about that fucking promo package they put about the Vegas Mania. You
Yeah.
had all the greats sitting at the table. So what that lets my mind say is that there's a possibility Braun Breaker takes on all of them in a main event at fucking Mania and
Let's
tears
do it.
down the house, and they build one of the biggest monsters. This is going to be Andre the Giant levels of creation when they do.
Yeah.
If they do this with Braun Breaker, get the fuck out of here. Come on.
Braun Breaker is a guy. Like he's a guy. I don't care. Listen, straight up. I love the business or whatever. I love wrestling. There's not many people that make me like I gotta leave my house to go meet you. I'm not somebody who leaves the house. Like if it's unless it's somewhere, I'm straight up. Unless it's somewhere I have to be, I'm usually at home, bro. I don't go many places by myself. When I saw that I could meet Braun Breaker, I spent that money. I drove downtown and went to the superstore and everything, and I was like, hell yeah, I'm about to meet Braun fucking Breaker because that's a fucking guy right there.
Yeah, he's a future.
Absolutely. I mean, and we've been saying it, like there is just something special about him. He knows there's something special about him, and he is doing everything in his power to figure out how to capitalize it, how to bring it out. But
Yeah,
then you see all these stories like this big bad mean dude loves meeting the kids, loves meeting fans.
yeah,
Yeah. He's a bred superstar.
Yeah.
yep.
He is
It
what
gives,
we wanted out of the Steiners.
Yeah.
dude,
But they took
dude.
all the good qualities and put it
Listen,
into one human.
listen, voice. I'm telling you, he's a more refined Randy Orton.
Mm.
That I could see it. I could see it. And there's rumors that Scott is saying that he's ready to join his nephew in the ring. Could you imagine Scott Steiner joining Braun Breaker for a match?
Oh my god.
I
Oh.
would
Big
love
Papa
it.
Pump.
I would love it if you had like maybe not Rick and Scott, but definitely Scott.
Oh, they're not bringing Rick.
Oh no.
Rick
No,
is
they're not
said
gonna hurt.
far too many. It's like WWE ain't bringing me onto a fucking thing. They ain't bringing Rick.
Rick don't care, bro. I don't think he cares about none of that. But I'll say this. I do like the fact that the Steiners mended their relationship with WWE. Like
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
it would suck not to see like to see somebody like Breaker held down would be fucking criminal.
It
Like
would be.
it would be criminal. He's so good. Like honestly, one of my favorite wrestlers of this generation that's about to break through and be a next top star for sure. But listen, we do got to get into some of these matches. We'll keep it tight with some of these thoughts. So let's go ahead and get to the opening bout of Saturday Night Main Event, and that was Cody Rhodes, and that was for the WWE Championship against Drew McIntyre. Listen, I have not been very secretive about how I feel about this feud. I like Cody Rhodes. I understand his place is QB1 of WWE. I like Drew McIntyre. He is got the looks, he's got the mic work, he's got the charisma. This story is dead in the water to me. There was nothing inside of me that felt like Drew McIntyre was going to beat Cody Rhodes. I was not compelled. It just felt like another moment, like Voice has said on the show before, where they have built up Drew to be this big badass, beating on his chest, huffing and puffing, all for him to lose. And we saw it with CM Punk, and we saw it with Damian Priest, and we've seen it time and time again with Cody Rhodes. I'm exhausted with the way they push Drew McIntyre right now. Not interested in that match at all. It was my least interesting. But Voice, your thoughts?
Okay, real quick. This is what I was saying when I was saying they could have thrown anything into this and people were going to tune in. This is my first example of it. This match, I mean, come on, it was boring. The story, we've seen it. So in the next couple weeks, you're going to see Drew come out there. He's going to say something snarky on the old socials. He's going to have a shirt on. He's going to be mocking somebody. So all you Drew fanatics, get ready for your same ride.
Oh man, I hate it, bro. I hate it. It's just I like Drew. Like I think he can be a WWE champion again.
He can
You
be.
know, and it would make sense because he looks like a guy who should be a champion. But I don't know. But Grun, where are you at? Any thoughts on this match?
I guess my thoughts are the fact that they opened up with this match
Mm,
really showed that there were no intentions of this becoming something huge. Which,
true.
yeah, now I'm sad because Drew, I as a talent is fantastic.
Very
We have
good.
we have not been seeing that fantastic work
Hey,
out of him.
Grun, let me ask you this. What if they threw Orton in this in mid-match and he ended up like trying to help Drew but ended up screwing Drew and then Cody wins? Are you okay with does that give it a little more excitement?
It gives it something. Randy Orton coming out and getting involved in any way gives it a little bit more excitement,
Yeah.
potentially pushing for the match we thought we were going to get, probably now never going to get, and that is Cody Rhodes versus a heel Randy Orton.
Yeah. Agree.
Why are they dangling that so much? What are they waiting for? I don't know. Maybe they're waiting for a Royal Rumble. Maybe that's going to be the
I,
WrestleMania match. I don't even know if it needs to be the WrestleMania match at this. I mean, because they're holding it off for so long, and we all see it coming. I don't know, but I'll say this. I'll say this. If we saw a Randy Orton appearance come in any kind of way, if he would have just got involved, I could bump this up to a 8. If he would have turned heel or something like that, I would have made it a 9.
Yeah,
I'm there with you.
definitely.
Okay. Okay, right on, right on. All right, so we're going to keep pushing here because we have the women's championship match over on SmackDown. That was Tiffany Stratton versus Jade Cargill. And once again, like I said, that was for the women's championship. And listen, that match, um, I'm trying to really figure out how I want to encapsulate that match because for all intents and purposes, it's what needed to happen in every way. They needed Jade to look strong. They needed her to look dominant. They needed because they just turned her heel. Like they literally turned her heel like a week before Saturday Night Main Event. And with her just already turning heel so close to the event and then showing the more intense side, which we saw in the promo after she turned, and then we saw it in this match as well, which I didn't hate. The match didn't blow me out of the water in any way, shape, or form. It was really just Jade showing the world like, hey, when I don't worry about you guys out there or anything else, when I'm focused on the task at hand, I'm a different beast, which I think is the story that needed to be told. But on the other hand, I feel like it really sucked for Tiffany because Tiffany is somebody who held the titles for, I believe, like 300 days, is what they said. and she had a lot of solid defenses. Not hers. Don't get me sit up here and lying and saying that the entire reign was compelling, because there was times where I was like, oh yeah, who's the women's champion? Oh yeah, that's right, it's Tiffany Stratton. Like there was be times where I forgot who the women's champion on SmackDown was. Not any fault of hers by really, but it's just when you have long title runs, it's tough to kind of keep it compelling like that, which is why I think we're seeing the age of shorter title runs starting to come into play. But I didn't like it for Tiffany because it was just a mauling for the most part. And even though they were playing with the idea of that she came into it with the injury because she had like Nick Aldis saying, "Hey, I'm going to ask you again. Are you sure that you're good to compete?" And when they did that, that was the writing on the wall for me to say this title's changing hands. I said it in the group chat. And there she is right there. If you guys are watching us on YouTube and Facebook and whatnot, Jade Cargill, new champion. I like the title on her. I like the new attitude. I'm just wondering if this is sustainable. Voice, I want to get some of your thoughts on the match. Jade Cargill is the new women's champion. We've been real critical of her, man. There's times where we were on her train and we were full steam ahead, bro. And then
Yeah.
we jumped off that bitch and just rolled over into the tumbleweeds, bro. So where are you at with her being champion now and how that match went down?
Yeah, we were definitely all of what you said, and I'm over here with OG Tony Gonzalez. Tony, yeah, I'm there with you. She
Yeah.
needed to be healed. This is exactly what me and House were saying, and
Yeah, we've talked.
they
Yeah.
held back on it for so long that you wait a week before, because it's a Saturday night main event. You're allowed to do that, apparently.
Yeah.
Apparently you don't have to have actual storylines but a week before going into it, So I'm okay with it, but consistency. That's what we preach here at IYH. And if you're not consistent, you don't get our views. So I guess we'll find out from Grunmeister a couple Fridays from now what she's
Yep.
doing on SmackDown, how she's handling the reign. Is this a transition?
Yeah. It's a good question.
Who knows? Because I mean, some people have seen her weaknesses in a ring, and if I was a talent, that's what I would be going after. And Nia Jax is definitely somebody to come right after a title, right after somebody wins it. So I don't know.
Hey, I'll say this. No matter what happens in this WWE Women's Championship reign, she could be absolutely awful and get released shortly after that. Hey, brother, her rate went up, bro. Like, she could say she's a former WWE Women's Champion. Her rate went up, so she wins regardless.
Yeah. No, you're right there.
Yeah. So yeah, she's good to go. But listen, I just hope it works out. She's definitely somebody that we've been on a roller coaster ride with. Grun, your thoughts on the match? I know you're a Tiffany guy. I'm a big fan of her as well. That's why I said I didn't really like the way how the match turned out on her end. But what are your thoughts on Jade being champion and how the match went down?
I think unfortunately this was predictable. I did think it was time for Tiffany to lose the title. I don't necessarily agree with Jade being the one to win it. From what I read in the chat, apparently Jade looked better in this match than she did at SummerSlam, which good.
Yeah.
The only problem I have is that if she's gonna be heel, she needs to be the bully heel who, takes on challenges, but then completely disrespects and beats down, dominates her
I
matches.
think the end of this match kind of showed that's where the direction she's going to go with
Yeah.
during her matches. I mean, the very last minute and a half was a very dominant display by Jade.
Good.
Very true. Very true. And I'll say this, and OG Tony said in the chat, Jade needs to slow down. That was one of the biggest things that I noticed in that match is that she was more methodical with her pace, kind of took her time, worked more big woman style.
She worked like Kevin Nash, when he was
Okay.
back in the day, big sexy WCW.
I couldn't have said it any better myself because that, like I said, that worked for her.
It did.
Like I did not like the fact that Tiffany pretty much got squashed because that Tiffany got in very little offense. And I'll say this: when Tiffany did get in offense, the crowd was up. The crowd
They
was
were
up.
up.
Like when she hit that, like she scared me on that swanton for real.
Me too.
Because I did not think she was gonna get all the way over on that swanton, but she got
And
all the way over.
that drop toe hold she did onto Jade onto the
Yeah.
stairs, I thought Jade cracked her face again.
Dude, me too. Me too. So like I said, she got her spots in, but man, Jade was just so dominant, and I like the idea of her being that bully character. Like now you have to try to climb this mountain, and like I would give her some like mid-sized opponents. Like they got to be believable. But here's the thing, bro, like it's kind of scarce over on the SmackDown Women's division. So maybe you
I'd
throw
feed her Bailey,
yeah, Bailey could most definitely work. You could put
especially
Alexa
with
Bliss
what
in that
Bailey's
mix.
trying to do right now with her
Yeah,
character. This is
yeah.
if Jade came in and did exactly what she did to Tiffany Stratton to Bailey, Bailey would be able to go into a tailspin and it would be very believable.
Oh
And
yeah.
plus, to add to what you're saying, like it would make Jade look even better because
Exactly.
she would have manhandled somebody as established as a Bailey.
Exactly.
Like
So
we need to
everybody
see
eats from that one.
exactly. Everybody eats. We need to see a few more dominant performances from Jade Cargill as this title reign goes on. So that way, when somebody does get that time to take the title off of her,
Ooh.
it means something. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But okay, OG Tony, I see exactly what you're saying there. But is it that impactful though if she does run through Naya because of the criticism that Naya still has around her today?
It wouldn't do anything for Jade. It wouldn't, especially with what Nia's doing right now. Right now, it seems like she's going for the tag team titles with no tag team partner.
Sure, sure.
Jesus
I think
Christ.
I think listen, I think what if I'm correct on this, OG Tony, I think he's thinking more on and like a size point of view. You know what I'm
Oh
saying?
yeah.
Like
Sure,
we're
yeah.
looking at we're looking at more of like the prestige of the talent. Like Bailey holds so much more prestige than Nia Jax, but he might be looking at it like if he can if Jade can destroy somebody the size of Nia,
No, that
it
makes
makes
sense.
her look
Yeah.
even stronger. So I get that from that
Yeah.
aspect. We're coming from a side of like Bailey is well respected. She's a former women's champion. She's part of the women's revolution. Everybody loves Bailey. If she comes out and just completely puts the boots to Bailey, like you did it to a pillar in the women's locker room, you should be feared. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I'm
Definitely.
there with you. I think both can work, both can play, especially if you do it like this, OG Tony. I
Keep it
mean,
tight. Yeah.
Jade doing this in 4 minutes, that would be pretty impressive,
Yeah.
especially with the work that Nia does. Because Nia works as a big woman,
Yeah.
perfect. She knows how to slow down a match. She knows how to play to the crowd, all things like that. It's
Yeah.
just a little risky with certain movements.
I
With
was gonna
all of
say,
these, I mean, even Tiffany, that swanton was like
whoo, it scared me. It
last
scared
second.
me. She was literally a split second away from breaking her neck. So, hey, we'll see what comes of this. I'll say this. I'm in on Jade a little bit. I'm not afraid to say it. If you show me something, I'm gonna give you a chance. And if this is the style that she's gonna work, I'm here for it. I like the comp of the Kevin Nash right there. That's good right there. But let's move on to my match of the night, and that was the triple threat match. And this match was fun for me. I always love a good IC title match. I'm always going to be a fan of the prestige around the Intercontinental Championship. We got a chance to see it. Penta and Rusev and Dirty Dominic Mysterio. And damn it, listen, I know that everybody's saying we're ready for him to lose the title. We're ready this and that. People want to see Dominic Mysterio go on and do the next thing because he's damn great. I'm going to say that. I'm going to say this. The way that he won that match, brilliant. He's brilliant. Like to make Rusev think that he won that match. He had Penta in the accolade, had him going. Then all of a sudden you hear the bell ringing, and even I was like, for a split second, I was like, "What's going on? Why is the bell ringing?" I don't think he tapped out. And then it clicked with me because commentary was trying to play it. Was like they were doing their job. They were trying to play it like, oh, well, what's going on? What's happening? But I immediately knew once I realized it. And then they finally panned over to Dominic Mysterio ringing the bell that made Rusev break the hold, thinking that he won the match. And I'm like, this son of a bitch is absolutely brilliant. He is most definitely like the Eddie Guerrero of this time. And I'll even say he might be this generation's most dirtiest player in the game, because the way that he finds ways to cheat to win matches is incredible. I love Dirty Dominic Mysterio. He is amazing. The match was fun. Love a great IC title match. Voice, what are your thoughts?
Man, when Dirty Dom pulled that off, and we seen Rusev's eyes fixate on Dirty Dom, all I could think is,
Run, bitch! Run!
need to fucking kill Dom. But this match was great. Rusev taking, I forget what Penta calls it, but it's like that Falcon Arrow thing that he does. The fact that he pulled that off with Rusev,
Dude, oh, the Penta driver.
yes, the Penta
And
drive.
he flipped his ass over,
Dude.
boy. I cannot believe he got
Oh
that
my
big motherfucker
God.
up.
And oh my, Rusev at the very last second fucking cleared it. But I again was at the, just like Tiffany Stratton Swanton. I was
Yeah.
like, oh shit, he's not gonna get that. Boom, he hits it. But this match was fun. This was great. This is exactly what I love about an IC match, and this is exactly what I love with my heel. What everything Dirty Dom did in this match was perfection.
Yes.
This is the one of our next stars. This is somebody.
He's a guy.
Exactly. Like this is who's going to be what the younger generation is sad about when he retires. Dominic
Yep.
Mysterio is what wrestling needs to be more like.
He's so damn good. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God, Grun, what you think, man? Because that dude's so fucking good.
I can't help but keep reminding us. We thought this was just gonna be some Rey Mysterio copy and paste guy.
Yep.
Right.
We thought this was just gonna be copy and paste. We thought he was just going to kind of steal Eddie's stuff, of Ray's stuff, Chavo's stuff.
Yeah,
We did not think there was an original bone in this man's body.
Very true.
How far we thought he was gonna be stuck looking like a Pee-wee League baseball player. He fucking scammed his way to the All-Stars.
He sure did.
And we're like, what? How did you? What?
The kid's an anomaly.
You know what? Dom, keep scamming us. Keep scamming us, okay?
Yeah.
I love it.
You good at it.
Don't change a thing.
No.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Please
Oh my
keep him
God.
where keep him right. Don't like. There is no reason to ever think about repackaging Dirty Dominic Mysterio ever, because like you're not seeing anything like him right now.
No, slight changes like they did with Eddie. Very slight changes.
Yes, that's okay.
That make him face or heel, but no, he has completely created his own character. Like, yes, there is influence from Rey Mysterio. Yes, there is influence from Eddie Guerrero, but
it's not just stealing from them.
No, nobody
is learning and making your own book.
Exactly.
Yep.
It's not going to be. We're not. First off, Bo. It's not the Bray tribute fucking time.
It's not the Rey Mysterio's my dad, or hey, look at me, I'm a knockoff Eddie Guerrero. He's not trying to be Eddie. He's not trying to be his dad. He's just Dom, and we love it.
Mm-hmm.
This shows the brilliance of his generation when it comes to things like this.
Oh yeah,
and being able to carve your own path and just do. I mean, come on, he made chicken tendies a popular thing.
He did like the dude. And here's the thing, bro. Like, he dates the hottest girls. He gets the best video games. All he eats is chicken tendies all day. And he wins championships. Like, how could you not think that Dominic Mysterio isn't fucking cool? Like, he's just awesome.
I cannot wait for this guy to get jacked, because then that's really gonna throw everyone over the edge. Because
Oh, dude.
the truth, because everything you said, he is what we're saying. He's just a guy. Braun Breaker, just a guy. These people are
Yep.
just guys, and the only thing that is keeping Dom from being in the same, from having a chance at beating Braun Breaker straight up, is not being jacked. But
Yeah,
you
he got
know
to hit
what?
that gym. Hit
But you
that
know what?
gym.
When he does, every man who thought I'm just like Dom, he's just like me. He likes chicken nuggets too. He likes hot girls. He likes the video games. Like, God damn it, you motherfucker! Why did you have to go get jacked?
Yeah, now we gotta hate you now. Like, like we gotta hate you now, and that's just gonna play into him. That dude is going to be a mega freaking star.
Without
Period. Period. Him, Breaker, those are guys that you need to be looking at, because those are the guys for the next 10, 15 years that are going to be taking this business into the next stratosphere.
Mhm.
So, all right. We talk about guys who are going to take the business into the next stratosphere. Let's talk about guys right now that are, well, I mean, they're on their last leg for the most part, respectfully. You know what I'm saying? Didn't have a bad match. Wasn't my favorite match. I mean, and the result I thought was going to happen happened. I mean, like I said, if this was, listen, to me, if this was WWE 2K My GM mode, I think that you booked the best match in the middle of the card, and it probably should have started or ended the show. And now I can't give you a good My GM score because you put the best part in the middle instead of at the end or in the beginning. That's exactly what they do. Punk and Jay was what it was. I don't know. I mean, Punk win the championship. Cool moment for him. Not hating. I respectfully didn't sway me one way or the other. I mean, it just didn't. I mean, cool, I guess. I mean, like I said, I'm more into what this youth movement is about to be. That's kind of where I'm lying my focus in the WWE, because like a lot of these like top of the shelf guys, like they've kind of like bottomed out to me. Like they've hit the pinnacle. You know what I'm saying? Like there's nothing really there's nothing really things that Punk's gonna do that's gonna super excite me. There's not really a whole lot Jey Uso's gonna do that's gonna excite me. There's not a whole lot Cody Rhodes is gonna do that's gonna excite me unless he finally becomes Cody Lander. Maybe that could be cool and interesting, because that could. There's things that can be done, but like I don't know if there's. I love Seth Rollins, but like what more are you gonna do? Like it seemed like Roman Reigns is on his last leg. I'm more into, so like I said, good job Punk's winning the title, but like he can't be holding that thing for long, right? Like he just can't be. I don't know. Like we got to start focusing on this youth movement. I'm pretty like solid on that as far as things go. But Voice, where was you at, man?
Yeah, it was a match. Again, another match. I wish they would have had something happen in. Like,
Yeah,
I mean, I wish somebody would have came back. Somebody would have made a stand. Somebody would have done something. I could have accepted anything here.
yeah,
But we have CM Punk as the champion now. We have AEW stars who came to WWE or back to WWE, all holding titles now.
crazy, right?
It is very crazy. One of them was said that she would never hold another title again. Same with the old man who now has it. But yeah, I'm there with you. I want this youth movement, but hopefully this is a venture for that on Raw.
Yeah,
This is how
100%.
they get to that point. This is where we end up. But we're just gonna have to wait and see. And there's plenty of shows that IYH covers that will keep you tapped into that.
100%, most definitely, brother. So we talked about what we could talk about with that. Like I said, like that Saturday main event, we'll go around real quick, just get it before we hop out of here and go on to the next segment here. Uh, I give this show a 7 out of 10. I think it was just solid enough. It didn't blow me out of the water, but they didn't have a bunch of like commercials and ads that was pissing me off. I didn't have to deal with Goldberg, so that was great. And
Yeah.
I think they just did what they needed to do. So yeah, 7 out of 10. Voice?
I'm gonna give it a 6.5. To
Okay.
get me to 8, something had to happen. I'm glad
Sure.
that certain titles changed. I'm glad that happened. But I mean, it was a decent one.
Yeah, it was. It was. Grun, your thoughts, man?
7 out of 10,
Okay.
and really, you guys can thank the triple threat IC title match for making it
Yeah,
above 5.
Oh yeah.
I agree
Oh
with
yeah.
you there, Grun. 100%.
Wholeheartedly, brother. I'm with you. All right, guys, let's take a break real quick. And when we come back, listen, we have this John Cena, the last time is now tournament to talk about. Like we said before, it's been a little bit light. It's been a little on the WWE side of things. But how would myself, the voice, and Grunmeister kind of shake things up? We'll talk about it here in about a second. But we're gonna take a break. We'll see you in about 2 seconds.
Hello, everyone. It's the Pope Elijah Burke, founder and president of the Love Alive charity. I wanted to take this brief moment to share with you my charity's continued humanitarian efforts to positively impact the impoverished communities in and around the greater Jacksonville area. This cannot be possible without your support. If you'd be so kind, please take a moment to visit our website, love-alive.org, to learn more about the charity and its mission. Also, feel free to donate to our 501c3 organization that operates off of the donation of the public, which is you. Whether that be by website or via Cash App, $1 help makes a difference in the lives of others as we continue to positively influence many people by being the change that we wish to see in the world.
In your house with O'Con. Hey, O'Con, in your house. Hollywood.
Emerge faithful for coming out to Emerge 91 Blood and Bone. Since 2019, I have been the executive producer of the In Your House podcast. Since 2021, I've had the opportunity and the privilege to be a part of Emerge Wrestling in Columbus, Indiana. The honor and the privilege to tell all of you, right here in the middle of this ring, that Emerge Wrestling, in collaboration with the In Your House Network, will be at the Squared Circle Expo this March in Indianapolis. Indianapolis, Emerge Wrestling in your house. We'll see you in March.
Hey, O'Con, in your house. Hollywood, in your house.
Hey guys, welcome back to the Sunday house party, and it has been a great one. Listen, I got back in the gym today. It was nice. I missed about a week or so and got back in this past Friday and then got in today, and it was great because I was able to get a good workout in with the help of Goalie Nutrition. That's Goalie Gummies. And listen, we can help you get your wellness journey going if you go to goalie.com. And listen, head to checkout, put in promo code IYH, you get a 10% discount. We got you. It is on us, and check out everything we're doing here on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. So, Grun, I know that there has been a lot of speculation already with this John Cena the last time is now tournament. I know I'm super intrigued by it, like we talked about, because in my mind, it signifies who the next guy is going to be. I know we talked about Braun Breaker being a guy. We talked about Dominic Mysterio being a guy. They either have the opportunity to cement it in the ground if Braun Breaker or Dominic Mysterio were to win, or they help build another pillar by making a different third person, part of that pillar of the next generation of WWE, along with Braun Breaker, along with Dominic Mysterio. I know you had some names over there. Could you give us some of those names that are speculated to be in this tournament?
So right now, WWE has confirmed that the people that will be in the tournament will be from Raw, SmackDown, NXT, and some names from outside the WWE.
Yes.
Those names are probably going to be either TNA, free agents, or maybe even AAA.
Yeah.
Now, the names that were showcased in the announcement for the last time is now tournament are The Miz, good pick, I think. I
Yeah.
think I'm fine with Miz being in that tournament. Rusev, Solo Sikoa, Sheamus, LA Knight, Drew McIntyre, Penta, Carmelo Hayes, Bronson Reed, Gunther, and Dirty Dominic Mysterio. That leaves 5 spots left.
Okay.
Now, do we want to get into predictions as to who are the last 5?
Right off the top of my head, Joe Hendry, bro. Joe
He
Hendry's gonna be in there, bro.
He has to be in it. Absolutely.
100% going to be in there. I think he's for sure going to be in there. Voice, any names you'd like to throw in there as far as the missing 5?
Well, I mean, there are rumors that Jericho is going to be one.
Ooh,
We've talked
okay.
about it in the chat.
Let's go.
and
I'm with it. I'm with it. I
it's
don't
a
even care. Let's
possibility.
go.
There's no AEW guys sanction for his cruise this year.
Mm-hmm.
There's talks that he might be leaving AEW.
Yeah. There are signs that definitely suggest it. If I'm Jericho, I'm thinking Oba Fem.
Ooh.
They have not mentioned any NXT names yet.
Ooh.
Oba Femi would be a good pick.
You listen, bro. I'm telling you, I like Obafemi a lot. I think he could be a guy. If he's in this, depending on how you book it, I would not just book him to be the one to win it. I'd have him putting John Cena's shoulders to the mat December 13th and making him a guy. I'm just saying.
At the very least, I would if Oba Femi is in this. At the very least, I want to see Oba versus Gunther.
Ooh.
Now Oba might lose that.
Okay.
That doesn't hurt Oba because
It doesn't.
Because he's going up against someone who's equally as big and who just has more experience and more technique.
That makes perfect sense because in my mind, Obafemi has Gunther potential.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? But Gunther is way more refined. You know what I'm saying? He is one of the most technical big men I've ever seen in my entire life. And that's why, me personally, Gunther's one of my absolute favorites because it's not about, for him, it's not about character or anything like that. I just like to watch him wrestle. It's the same reason why I like, it's the exact same reason why I like Dragunov. I don't like Dragunov. Just let me watch him wrestle for 2 hours. I can watch him wrestle all day. It's the same thing with Gunther. I like that. I like if Obafemi made it in the tournament, got as far as Gunther, and got this close, but Gunther's experience is what really put him over the top.
Yeah. I need Obafemi to lose in this, so when he goes to his first Mania to get his first title, it's a thing they talk about.
Mm-hmm.
It's a thing he had to overcome.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
Because you're going to get so much more attraction out of that than
That's
him
beautiful. Love
being the guy who takes out Cena on the last Cena.
No, you guys,
moment.
no, listen, there's a million ways to do it, and you guys are talking me into that way, honestly. Like, okay, so we're talking about some names that we put in there. Obafemi was a great one. Who would you guys book to win it?
Yeah, I there's one name, and this goes against what I think they're going to do, but I think it's a name that a lot of people would at least feel good about seeing as the winner.
Okay.
The indie god, the deathmatch king, Matt Cardona.
Oh my God. There's a history there.
There's a history.
He is the new JCW World Heavyweight Champion over there too.
That is also true. And you know what? I don't hate this idea. It's like I said, there's no wrong answers because listen, if you're a watcher of WWE as long as I am and what I presume Voice and even Grun too as well, if you remember his days of Zack Ryder, a lot of the reasons on dirt sheets but a lot of the reasons why people think that Zack Ryder didn't get over is because John Cena was holding him down backstage.
And Cena, I don't think he's come out flat and said that he's done that. I think he's definitely admitted enough that there's probably a lot of truth to that. He held people down.
Yeah.
But you got to think that's probably also because he was trained by people who were told like you got to screw people over in this industry if you're going to stay on
He
top.
was, yeah, he was taught by people who will do whatever it
I
takes to
don't
stay
think
on top.
that's I don't think that's like taken into factor enough when we talk
Yeah.
about these guys of last year or
Yeah,
years past.
yeah,
The environment that they had to grow up in and they had to learn in this business in
Mhm.
isn't a very comforting
No.
or safe one.
Yeah, no. TNA obviously was a different environment because they were just fighting for survival, and they're like,
Exactly.
guys, they had
it's
to learn a completely different way.
it's different when you're sucking on the teat of something like WWE
Mm,
that is making money, and you're like, how can I make the most money possible? But dude, this is what's beautiful about places like TNA and Ring of Honor. It don't matter about whose contract is what. We're all coming together to try to make this show the best possible show. We want to make it a kick-ass show. We are a team. We work together. It's a different environment than being on that WWF and even WCW circuit where everybody's cutting your throat and literally taking food out of you and your family's mouth.
mm,
Yep. And then getting old, retiring, and going on apology tours.
Yep.
Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly. So yeah, I think the tournament is going to be great. I'm very excited for it, man, because this is just something different. And for you naysayers out there, it's like, oh, that's crazy that they're doing a tournament that's a non-title tournament. Hey, stop it. All
Yeah.
right? Stop it.
It's
You enjoy things. Enjoy things.
yes. And you know what? Look, it's way better than them just randomly announcing this is Cena's last opponent. It's like, no. Like this is in story, in character, on TV. This is exactly what Cena would do. It's like, I want it's like I can't pick, so I need the best, the 16 best from around the world who think they got what it takes
Yep.
to fight me in my final match.
Yep.
And I think this 11 they've started with, I think it's a good pick. They're out of the 16 out of this 11 so far, I've got I think 3 that have better chance than the rest to be in the finals. Mello, Gunther, and Dominic.
Okay. Okay. I
I think
like it.
Grun's hot picks.
So I listen. I like the Cardona pick. Voice. Who do you think can win this thing, bro?
I think we need to go to the youngest that we possibly can that we know that's got some momentum.
Okay.
Um, honestly, I don't know. I think it's going to be Gunther. I think he's going to
Okay.
enter it. I think he's coming back.
Yeah.
Honestly, that's who I wanted to show up during the CM Punk match last night. That's who I wanted to come out and disrupt some things. But I think it's time we have Gunther back, and I think it's time that he gets the acknowledgement of what he's going to be for our future of wrestling.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. No, I agree. I like that. Like, if listen, for me, the answer Gunther, because it seems like the writing's on the wall. But I don't want to. I want to have a little fun here. Like,
Yeah, I do too. But
yeah.
it's
Like, I want to.
ugh.
It feels so obvious that Gunther would be the guy. Like, he's obviously like somebody who they already consider a peeler, but they're gonna put that flag in the ground most definitely. Like, it's crazy to think that like he's already been a world champion, but we're like, hey, he needs something more to be looked at as a peeler, even though he's proven that he could be that. So
Yeah.
it's crazy to me. But listen, if I want to get a little crazy, just a little crazy, I would say, especially with speculation that he's outside of his contract and it's somebody that you might want to make a guy, I'd probably have Joe Henry win it.
I mean,
Yeah, Joe Hendry. Yeah.
House's hot pick.
if
Yes.
if anybody is unhappy that Joe Hendry wins, I'm going to tell you right now, I know exactly who they are. They are the people sucking on not just the teeth, but the balls, the genitals of Dave Meltzer and Brian Alvarez,
Ugh.
because they cannot help themselves but hate on WWE because it's the cool thing to do again. It's
Right,
like
right.
it's like, I'm sorry. I don't hate on AEW because I think it's a cool thing to do. I hate on AEW because it's infuriating to see talented wrestlers who just want to go out and be spot monkeys. It's like, why are you on a national television network if you just want to be spot monkeys? That didn't help ROH. ROH was not a spot monkey fest. Fireball.
What's up, Fire Bars? What's up, dude?
Always that out of nowhere. It's always directed to Grunt.
Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Like, listen though, seriously though.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's gonna be Joe Hendry, let it be that, because like this is when you can confirm, hey, we got you on a full time contract. You're gonna be one of the pillars. You're gonna be one of our guys. Because even if he loses to Cena, which I don't think, everything in me like feels like Cena's gonna lose his last match, because that's who John Cena is. He's just that traditionalist. He wants to make this big. I love what he's doing. But listen, I enjoy that. But real quick, before we get out of here, call this a really great episode. We were talking a little bit about how things felt a little stagnant, and you guys brought up a lot of good points with the NBA returning and then the World Series coming to a conclusion. LA Dodgers, they win it in a great 7-game series. It was incredible. But it was a slow week, it felt like, in WWE. Just like things, it was odd to see like Monday Night Raw go by and then Friday Night SmackDown go by, and I was like, I don't really feel like I really missed much of anything, So give me one thing, or go around real quick. Give me one thing that you guys would do in the WWE to kind of spice things up. Voice, what's your one thing, man?
My one thing to spice up wrestling right now for the WWE would to make Jey Uso heel.
Okay.
I mean full blown Diamond Dallas Page stalker heel.
Get rid of the Yeet thing.
I need him to get rid of the Yeet thing. I need to get him to get rid of his brother. I need to see him, as soon as he sees Roman on site, he attacks. I need him to attack everything that's around him and be just for Jey Uso now. That's how I'm spicing it up.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm with it. Grun, what do you think, man?
I would turn the dial to 11 on spicy in-character comments and trash talk. Basically, bring back blood feuds and rivalries. Bring back, because I did enjoy the brand split. I did enjoy the brand feuds.
Yeah.
And I think they can still be done well. I get it. They only have so many wrestlers that they want to use on TV every week. But I feel like, even Hurricane, while he was not necessarily one of the biggest names in WWE, had a very memorable short feud with The Rock.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Hurricane was a hurricane in the WWE, just so you know, Grunt.
I only know so much. I remember that he was tag team with Rosie, and then literally the next week they lost to Lance Cade and Trevor Murdoch because he wasn't Hurricane anymore. He was Gregory Helms.
Yes, yeah. I remember that, man.
Fire Bars is just trying to start chaos.
He really is. It's like, Punk had his match, and I'm going to say it, he is too old to fight Cena again.
But
Cena is pushing 50.
His reasoning isn't that bad.
I was gonna say I don't completely hate the reason. It's just like I think Punk winning the tournament would piss people off.
Oh, yeah.
I mean,
yes,
I'm just
that is
like I'm being 100% honest. Like, I'm not shitting on Fire Bars' idea. I'm just saying I think if you have a 16-man tournament and you're advertising the best of Raw, the best of SmackDown, the best of NXT, the best that anybody else has to offer out there in the wrestling world, like, and then Punk wins it, like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
Anyways, bro,
You mean
like
the
fart
best in the
noise.
world wins it?
Oh,
The best in the world?
oh my God, fart noise, bro.
Yeah.
I don't have any.
Like,
Damn.
brother, that would go over like a fart in the church, bro. Like, but listen, I like the idea of bringing back. We need we need some solid tag team wrestling again, bro.
Mhm.
Like, we need solid tag team wrestling again. One, the tag team division on SmackDown was full steam ahead, and they were having great tag team matches every single week, and the feuds were hitting. They were having TLC matches. That was must watch TV. Why are we pulling away from the tag team division? You know, we've got transitional tag team champions on Monday Night Raw with AJ Lee. You know, whatever, that's cool. And then who's the tag team champions on SmackDown? Is it the Wyatt Six? It's
Yep.
the Wyatts. I think
Yeah.
it's
Yep.
Yeah. It's
how on God's green earth did we have one of the best tag team championship divisions in years, and what culminates from it is the Wyatts having the tag team championships.
Because we're still sad about Bray.
Yeah, I'm sad about Bray too, but this is terrible.
Meh.
You know what I'm saying? Like, this is
Meh.
it's awful, man. Just
I hate
bring
it.
back. Give me my tag team wrestling, bro. Give me my tag team wrestling. I want it back. Like, if
I'm with
you
you.
if you give me my tag team wrestling back, it's just like when my women's division is hitting super hard. I'm gonna come back every single week. It's when the best storyline on the show is the best storyline on the show by design. You know what I'm saying? And it's naturally happening. Like when the bloodline was running like, listen, I'm tired of the bloodline storyline. It's done, it's over. But I remember those moments though. When it was slated to be the best thing that you were gonna watch on the show, and it was.
Yep.
Period. You know what I'm saying? What we don't got that. Give me my tag team wrestling. That's what I want back. All right, that's what I want back. So that's what I think will help spice things up. But we're gonna slide out of here. Call this a really great episode here, as we often do here at In Your House with my guys. Awesome team here. Grun, let them know where they can catch you and everything you're doing.
You catch me on Twitch, YouTube, Kick under the name Grummeister every Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern. I stream SmackDown review preview, going over previous week's SmackDown, WWE, and pro wrestling. And I am thinking of I just bought Call of Cthulhu, the video game, and I'm thinking of streaming that soon.
Oh, that'd be cool.
Yeah.
Okay, right on, man. I dig it. I dig it. Hey, we have got my man. He is the producer here, does a lot of great work here at In Your House. And on Thursdays, he is the educator of Extreme. But every single day, he's the voice, Josh Joseph. Where can they catch you in everything you're doing?
All right, fans. So if you enjoyed this here, you can come and catch me and Grun on Monday. That's tomorrow night, and that's at 7 p.m. with our buddy, our friend, our Chaos Goblin, Kevin Calloway, and we talk Monday Night Raw. It's the Monday Night Raw preview review show. We're going to have a lot to talk about on this one. There's a lot of things that changed, a lot of things that maybe give us a new landscape of Monday Night Raw. So come join me, Grun, and Kevin on Mondays at 7 p.m. Outside of that, you can come and join me and House where we talk. What's that? ECW. It's the ECW watch along where me and House, we watch ECW. We highlight ECW wrestlers. We highlight top 5, weapons you might want to use, or match stipulations, or what have you. But you got to come join us and have some fun with the ECW watch along. Outside of that, I do a little thing called Conspiracies at Seas. You could come and hang out with me, Viking Storm, and our young Jamie herself, Luna, in which, well, we talk conspiracies and we have a good time over there. It's a fun time. We're getting back into the groove of that. Softball's done. The season's over. So I can start getting back into some of those episodes, and it's a good fun time.
Man, I'm glad that you're getting back into that. I know you had a whole lot of softball going on and everything like that. So glad that you're able to jump back into that show because you was putting a lot into it. But it's tough when you got to stop and start and stop and start, and you're trying to establish something. So glad you'll be able to have some more time for that. As for me, I am just chilling, y'all. It's a few more weeks before I have some bookings. On the 22nd, I will be back at Emerge wrestling for Emerge 92 Steadfast. And then on the 29th, I will be there by his side, him being the right hand of God, Sam Knight. 20 years. It's going to be the last ride. His retirement show. I'll be there with him on the 29th of November, and after that it's going to be the holidays, so it's going to be a cool down time for me, but always glad to put out content for the household, work with my great team here, and get back to doing what we do best, and that's give y'all that work, and that's HOWSE, and the W stands for work. So for the Grunmeister, the voice Josh Joseph, and the whole team here at In Your House, I'm Alakon the Concept House, here to remind you to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to tell a friend, to hop on this bandwagon. Get on or get gone, because the household is still going mighty strong. You guys have a great day and a great rest of your week. Peace.
Yeah. In your house with O'Con. Hey, O'Con in your house. Hollywood in your house. Hypocrisy's head in the clouds. Curating all kind of loud. Wrestling in front of the crowds. Paragon's holding it down. Anybody can get it. Josh Joseph standing on his decisions. He